Hello everyone. Looks like all my stuff is working right now. This is round one of the KO stages, Meekah versus Blithe. I just wanted to flash, I was kind of preoccupied with cast winning stuff, but wanted to flash up some stats here for Marrakesh. Not super favored for Meekah in terms of picks. That Marrakesh that we will see later. And then, let me make sure this is right. And then, yeah, Mendoza is what we're heading to here first. Picked by Meekah. This was, I think, more a target pick against Blithe than a preference pick from Meekah. And our spin is Don Yates, Icicle Tango Musician. Tomorrow, no pacification, loud sniper rifle as Gaucho. This Dawn kill is miserable, but unfortunately, every single Mendoza spin in this tournament will have Tango Musician in it, so you should kind of come to expect it at this rate, I suppose. Get some game sound here. Meekah in very quickly here at Asado starts. I know they have been practicing for this match. I don't know how much they practiced Mendoza. But, you know, of course, you would expect them to be more comfortable than their opponent. Blithe is a Season 1 enjoyer and is not particularly well-versed on a lot of the Season 3 maps. That is, according to his own words, as well as Ambrose. So yeah, I talked a little bit with some people about how much I dislike this snail grab, because at least for me it's not consistent, but obviously we're not going to hope for any rips here. Yeah, Meekah does get it. A little bit of a bump there. I don't know if that actually helped them or made it more of a problem, but they do get it, and I mean, I'm not entirely sure if triggers are enough to delay Dawn to be able to get the icicle, but I think just going for office would be preferable here. Blithe is definitely a bit stuck on this opener, and I mean, this is a nasty spin to see if, well, I mean, regardless of what your experience on Mendoza is. Basically, any spin where the best bet could be Dawn in the office is kind of miserable. Loading back in now, though, Meekah is perhaps looking to grab this Gaucho here. I'm not sure what they have smuggled, but it looks like they have Attic smuggle, and there's already a sniper up there, so I don't think it's the sniper, unless, I mean, no, they might have just forgotten that, which is fine. I don't think you have to knock this guy out, but it doesn't hurt anything, so we're chilling there. Meekah, I guess, is grabbing a banana, maybe? No. Blithe is in at Asado as well. Is going to go ahead and trigger that Corvo, which will delay Dawn a little. No, you're not allowed down here, Blythe. Blythe really got trolled by that trespassing zone, but no. Asado Chef has a lot less access than Waiter does. The first, like, 5 steps that he took there were non-trespassing. So the Enforcer being right in the way kind of cooked. Meekah... Can't really tell where Dawn is now. It looks like he's still chilling up there. I guess I was expecting, because they had already set up the Gaucho, that they were going to go for Tamara now. So I'm not entirely sure what the point of setting that up early was, but I mean, it is less hassle. It's obviously still a positive to have that done already. Yates is finally now leaving. Do we have... Okay, we have spare darts. So this will send Don back up into his bathroom. And Valentina should continue walking outside. It's for grabbing the... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't even paying attention to what they did after they got the disguise. I was watching Blithe. But yeah, they came down in Tango, so that makes perfect sense. And yeah, it does grab that sniper as I mentioned. And honestly, I can't remember if these guys can carry snipers. I don't think they can. I thought it was just head of security on this map that could carry snipers, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, okay. My freelancer knowledge does not let me down. So we're gonna have to route this way to basically hide that at the bathroom. Yeah, coming down here is the same difference. Blithe, I've kind of been missing out on because I was trying to catch that Dawn kill. Yeah, I mean, Tango now. I'm assuming they went down and grabbed the icicle while they were waiting for this. What have they triggered for Dawn? I don't know. I know they triggered Corvo. I don't know if they also hit Chief Winemaker as well while they were... Oh my god, Meekah, no! Oh! Secret Service fake NPC grabs the Seeker Dart and immediately dies. Honestly, I have no idea why they didn't just make darts go through fake NPCs, because... I mean, it's not realistic, but neither is them just dying immediately, so... Blithe, I mean, is headed up. Yates is still chilling. So I think they probably triggered Chief Winemaker as well for him to still be here. If that's the case, and that was intentional, obviously that's smart. So Blithe should already have that Gaucho ready. They do need to grab that sniper. They don't have a smuggle up here, though, so they're going to have to do the same sort of thing that Meekah did with not being able to carry the sniper. Which, I mean, is completely fine, as long as you're aware of it and don't just run out the door past the guard. Okay, well, that's not entirely what I meant when I was talking about the tango musician going to the other side, but that is the same result, I guess. But yeah. I mean, Mo heard me talking about that as well. That's not exactly what I mean, because the reason... I mean, it could have happened there regardless, but I think the reason it happened that time was partially because he bumped the dude. Blithe, what are you doing, bro? Okay. Oh my god, Blithe's gonna do the same Seeker. I'm trying to remember what all was in their loadout. I know Blithe had a Bleg, which obviously was not completely necessary. Like, if I'm planning on getting tomorrow late, I'm always gonna try to bring a Durian. Like, later than the desk, I mean. Because, I mean, obviously, like... Especially with Blithe using an emetic for the Tenga Musician, there's not really, like, much loadout needed for the spin at all. Blithe did seem to get it, though. And that could, of course, be the difference here. I don't really know if she's going to come into the second or the third stall. From my, like, very limited recollection, it seemed, like, semi-random in the sense that, like, knowing where she had to be to go to which toilet wasn't worth remembering. So, in my head, that basically makes it semi-random. But it is kind of important that he gets her in the right spot, because that it's a live kill. I mean, he seems confident she's going to go in the middle, so... I trust that more than I trust myself currently. 2 Calmer darts will make this completely free. And yeah, I mean, Meekah's just doing the same thing. Okay, oh, brother. Okay, that was like super sketchy, tranking that guard. Because there's definitely a chance that Tamara could have seen him there and panicked. Which would have canceled the emetic. And then he would have had to improv, but...
Okay, take a look. Tranquilo, papi, tranquilo. Stay here and have
Like, he could do the same thing, just wait until both of them have passed you and then hit the guard. And yeah, she does go to the middle stall. Of course, there is the kill. Took Blithe quite a while to start looking down, so might not get the teleport, but... I mean, obviously, they're going to be out regardless. Yeah. No teleport, as I said, but... I think waiting here and going to the car are about the same time, given where Diana is. So... Since he's not trying to improv the car exit, then should be fine. We'll just have to wait the bit of time for the 5 stars to come up. So, like, maybe it's technically better for him to have gone to the car, because now there wouldn't be a risk of this random body found, but I don't think he even has any bodies to be found. Chris Blythe, particle boosted on that attempt, rejected. Alright. I trust move fully.
He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. These will go, of course, at sunset. One last tango, 47.
That's, I think Tamara's... No, not Tamara's guard. Actually, I don't know who's wishing him there. Because Tamara's guard does enforce that disguise. Maybe Diana's does too, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, where is my spin page? There we go. Yeah, I thought the only reason it was an issue was because of Tamara's guard, and obviously he was knocked out, so clearly I have no idea. But we will move to Marrakech. That is not what I wanted to pull up. Let's see. Let's do 15 should be chill. All right, so in terms of numbers, they look pretty even here. Meekah has 8-2-0 with 7-11, and Blithe has 9-1-0 with 6-15. So I would have to guess that both of those were probably first tries, so it kind of just depends on the spin difference there. But I know that Blithe is comfortable on this map. Obviously, you can tell that by the fact that they've picked it. But I also know that Meekah has been practicing this map quite a lot as well, because they've been getting a bit of help from me and Yanini about it, so I guess the good thing about Yanni also being involved is that if Meekah loses this map, I can just blame him. Easy. But yeah, Meekah is a knower on the good strats here. Obviously, I can't say if those are going to be useful for the spin or not, but you guys will see in about a minute. And Blithe, very much a Season 1 head. You can see that in the Sappy band from Meekah. And Blithe very much does not like... Well, actually, I think they do like Berlin. They just don't really play it enough to be competitive with Meekah, who is one of the Berlin heads. So That's where that band comes from as well. So up to 15 maps. One of those will be chosen at random for map number 3, and I don't even know what it is myself, so that will be a surprise for all of us after this map is over, because it's first to 6, so there will be at least 3 maps, even if Blithe wins this one. And that can be anything besides Mendoza, Sapienza, Berlin, or Marrakesh. But yeah, pretty good pre-plans from both here. Unfortunately, this spin is complete garbage, and it is Reza Zaydan, Scissors Military Soldier, Klaus Strandberg, live loud sniper rifle as Fortune Teller. You can do this double emetic, but I mean, I wouldn't even do it. So, you know. Lockdown, well done. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Now to locate.
I expect to see that video uploaded and posted in RRWC chat the second this match is over.
Welcome.
So yeah, both starting default. Obviously, if you're gonna grab Fortune Teller right off the start, that makes the most sense. Meekah has the snail. You basically just have to place it between those 2 dots and like right on the edge of the brick, which low-key, I have no idea why it went wrong for me in my one match, but yeah, like I said on the last map, Tango Musician is every Mendoza spin, and a lot of the Marrakesh spins I've seen this tournament, Blithe, brother, come on. A lot of the Marrakesh spins I've seen this tournament have been Fortune Teller, so they are certainly the least interesting disguise on both maps, so very awesome to see that back-to-back. I mean, Meekah ripped to fake NPC last map. Blithe now does that as well. Very different in terms of in-game time, but yeah, I think for Meekah it kind of just depends on how much of a knower they are in the Militia Soldier disguise, because there's not a ton of rip potential, given they already have the Fortune Teller and they're just doing intercom plus 230. I only ever do this run through the garage one way, and it seems like it's kind of a personal copy moment. So I have no idea what works for other people. I just know it works for me, but it seems like that way of doing it did work for Meekah, who got the keys. That was one of the 2 relevant hurdles that were left in the spin. Sniper rifle is in the briefcase. And, I mean, the only real problem on this kill would potentially be a wall hack. Unboxes the sniper as well. I mean, I assume they're going to pick it up right after the KO. Yeah. Because Buddy's going to come up the stairs in a short period of time here. Blithe is also doing... looks like relatively similar approach on the shot. Okay. Meekah's kind of cooked it. Okay. Actually, perfect. I was going to say, I think the only way you're going to get away with this is if you hand or foot shot him. And Meekah does do the foot shot, which not only stops him from falling where this guard can see it, but also stops it from being seen through the railing from downstairs. And yeah, great improv there from Meekah. Gets that kill taken care of. Blithe, I have no idea how they ripped. I'm assuming it was the panic in the garage, but obviously I was trying to watch that kill. If I had to guess, it was just positioning when the panic ended. Got them insta-combat. Okay, so Meekah does go for this guy, which is the best. You just have to watch out for some people, and it seems like they are aware of what they need to watch out for. Yeah, that's basically how you do that perfectly. Why weren't there alarms in the consulate for Meekah? I don't think Klaus actually locked down there because he saw Meekah. When NPCs see you doing an illegal action, it changes how they react to it, which is why people like on Mendoza intentionally KO Valentino where Dawn can see it, because it stops him from screaming. It's the same sort of situation there with Meekah. What is going on? Is the audio like
General Zaydan.
cooked for you guys too, or is my headset like dying? There is weird like fuzz in my ears right now. Sounds good. Okay, well. If it's not affecting the stream, then I'm not really worried about it, so. We are chilling. But yeah, the way that Meekah got that disguise grab was exactly how you want to do it. The tire stops you from getting seen from far in the crowd. And then all you have to check is the roaming guy on the far end, and those were all good for them. So a normal intercom kill looks like for Meekah.
Both targets down. Now head to
There is the kill. They do have the keys, as we saw earlier, so this is not going to be particularly close. And we have, assuming nothing happens in the next 5 seconds, we would have both players switching up the map picks here. And, yeah, obviously we saw a little improv required there, but I think very clean from Meekah overall. I think Blithe was caught off guard quite a bit by this spin, and I probably would be as well, so obviously I can't blame for that. Paris is the first RNG map. I mean, I'm assuming Blithe is happy about that because it's Season 1. I have no idea, or at least I can't really remember how much Meekah likes Paris, and I don't think they even know what the map is until I send it real quick, so unless they check the ping. So we'll just do 25. But yeah, we are going to see at least 2 RNG maps here now. First of which is Paris in a bit over 2 minutes. Let me have a look at Meekah's RR stats page. Blythe's RR stats is not super useful because a lot of it's, or almost all of it, is old information. But again, Season 1 is by far their preference, so I think they're happy about the Paris. Let me see from the Meekster here. 1 Paris pick ever from Meekah. Only 2 times it's been picked against them. Of course, we can see their win rate here at 70%. 7-3-0, 3-0-3. Well, they have the same personal best. Okay, I just now realized that. That is crazy. 9-3-0 from Blithe. So basically identical stats. Blithe took quite a long break. Thoughts on Meekah's preload? Let me have a gander here. Okay, that is one of the worst things I've ever seen. So thank you for pointing that out to me, Moo. What is that? Meekah, come on.
is Victor Novikov, head of Sangrin and ringleader of Iago.
Like, okay, I think they're kind of cooking in the sense that this hedges between both auction start and double down. But I already forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. The when you have double down spins, you don't really need a lot, so it's actually not terrible, but like anything other than like an ideal double down, you're gonna have to like fully replan regardless. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think it makes that much of a difference now that I think about it. Let's see. Yeah, Meekah's banned pairs 0 times. So I would have to think that it's middle of the road to slightly favored for them in terms of how much they like the map. Hasn't really been picked, hasn't really been banned, and their stats, of course, look pretty good, but... I think the spin is pretty interesting, and I think you guys are going to agree as well, because this spin is insanely fast. It is Victor, Falling Object, Cicada Guard, Dahlia, Pistol, Security Guard. I don't even know what the record on this map is, but this spin is like... I mean, besides, like, literal, like, actual SRC speedrun type spins, like, this is, like, basically the fastest type of thing you can ask for. I didn't catch why Meekah had a replan there. This is,
That is Victor Novikov.
Did Blithe? Yeah, I think this is on Blithe. Oh, no, we're bringing her down. No, okay. Well, neither of them are doing the way that's particularly fast, I get. No? No, Blithe did bring her down. Yeah, yeah. The best thing you can do is just trigger the fireworks and then pull the guard downstairs. You get Victor as he's coming down the stairs under the chandelier, and then you get Dahlia with a snipe from the balcony. And I think that's probably similar to what the actual world record time is, because I know it was Victor FO. I don't really remember anything else about it, but... yeah, the fact that neither player are doing the super optimal thing at least puts them on, like, a bit of even footing here. Blithe is going to get this FO kill here in a second. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do Falling Object in here, but, I mean, obviously it'll work just fine. Simultaneous Falling Object kills here on Vicky. Blithe is a little ahead here. Looks like neither of them got the bathroom on the guard. What would the super optimal way be? Did my mic cut out? I thought I explained the whole thing. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm being serious. Like, okay, cute. Dahlia is gonna stare at the fireworks through the wall. Blithe is dragging to avoid Sophis for the exit. Meekah looks like going for the snipe here, based on the fact they're running to the helipad. Yep. Okay, well, it comes down to... Honestly, I think it's better to bring a striker for this. But my goat immediately gets it. And a bit of stream delay. This is definitely going to be a close photo finish here. There were some restarts here. Yeah, but what I was saying with the strat is getting Victor as he comes down the stairs. 4.454, and then sniping Dahlia on the balcony. And they both had different falling objects than that. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pretty close photo finish here. Let me finish typing this out real quick, and then I will get to counting that. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. What the hell? Okay, I guess the copy-paste message changed. I'm pretty sure it used to be longer than that. Anyways. Yeah, I can't remember... Did Blithe only have one load? I know Meekah had more than one load. They had like 3 even. So I guess Blythe probably had to have had at least 2 for it to have been that close. Where do you get bodyguard? I mean, you can get any of them. I would say the any of the ones at the helipad probably is what I would go for at least. What am I doing here? Yeah, you can literally just KO. Well, I mean, probably not the 2 guards that are standing next to each other, but anyone else you can just KO. And then you can obviously get the security that's on the chair. Let's see. I want to keep chat pulled up so at least I can respond to people, but I'm not going to be doing much talking here for the next little bit. I'm just going to count frames right from the start because I would have to use that to double check anyway, so there's no point. Meekah instantly loads in first. $10,450. I think the other match is still happening right now, so you can tab over to that as well until you see this one get resolved if you're primarily interested in this match. I want you, brother. Chill. Chill. Yeah, does anyone know what the current record is, the scruffy record is on Paris? It's like the same strat basically, but I don't remember what. I think it was like Dahlia explosion accident or something. $136. Yeah, that's definitely Recce potential. You do have to hit play like pretty much instantly though when you count load times depending on how slow your PC is. Within the first like 10 seconds of the spin going live for sure. Meekah had a weird, one of those weird loads where the loading timer was up, but the game wasn't actually doing anything, which does count as loading time. 8-8, I think it was. Yeah. All right. And yeah, Meekah had a third load. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the few maps, you know, with stuff like Dartmoor as well, where you just like have to get lucky in order to get the record. Like you can't just game a like middle of the road spin out of your mind and still get the record. Holy glaze. It's nice catching all the things that I miss when I'm counting loads. Like this rip from Meekah, I didn't even see this. Victor did not come through that door. What was the full spin for the Scruffy record? Two 230. First time chatter. Hello, hello. Sorry, I am in the middle of counting a photo finish in this map right now, so it'll be a couple minutes before anything really happens here. But once we get into that next map, I can definitely give a full explanation if you're not fully aware. This is Meekah's friend. Oh, sick. Well, your friend may or may not be tying this map yet. I don't know yet. But I don't think they're going to be able to win it. Their loads weren't super long. I have all of their loads counted now. I just need to do Blythes. By frames, I mean. All right, so Blythe, it was about 10 seconds before they hit play. First time. All right, 110, 16. For anyone not aware, I am basically counting exactly how many frames there were in every load so that nobody has to worry about, was this really a tie or was it like 0.1 seconds off or whatever? 110. And not super necessary, or not really necessary at all to do this when the loads are further apart, but it's going to be close regardless. Thank God Peter Dutton is here. Yeah, Blythe did have a bit of a long load there on the first one. Looks like just over 10 seconds. Yep. And then... that was a first try, really? I didn't think Meekah had all their loads that quickly. Let me recheck this here as well. Because their in-game times weren't that far up. I mean, they were 20 seconds apart, which is far for this spin, but when there's 2 early restarts from one player, it is kind of surprising. They did also seem to spend a good amount of time in inventory as I'm skipping through this. Yeah, it definitely looks like a first try to me. And it looks like from... yeah. Okay, so let's add these numbers I have here together. D2. All right, the final difference was 444 frames. Which, you divide that by 60, is 7.4 seconds, because my stream is in 60 FPS. That is in Meekah's favor, obviously, with the 3 loads. And then you take 7.4 with 4.454, which is what we got from Hitmaps. Looks like that puts Meekah 0.946 seconds over the window to win the map. Yeah, 2.946 looks like their final lead here. So, Meekah Nation will take this one. And, yeah, I mean, there's not really a margin of error there, so I don't think it's super necessary that I type all the nonsense out. But yeah, that's maybe a couple frames off in either direction, which would never be enough to override that. So we are going to Santa Fortuna, looks like, is our next RNG map. Let me do 44. Meekah's definitely here. Yeah, Blithe did respond, so. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, the window for photo finishes is 2 seconds. So after we count your loading time and subtract that from your finish time, if players were within 2 seconds of each other when they finished, then it counts as a tie. And if it's more than 2 seconds, then it's a win for whoever had the advantage there. And in that case, Meekah had just over 2.9 seconds, so they were just under a second over the limit that was needed for them to win the match, and that does take them to 4-2, going into Santa Fortuna, which it's not looking up for Meekah in terms of numbers here, obviously. 1-11-1 is not exactly the SF stats of your dreams. Blithe, I mean, 3-8, and their personal best is also not particularly amazing. And all of those numbers are from quite a number of years ago, so obviously they don't matter that much. But I mean, I know Meekah is obviously a very good player, has been practicing for this tournament as well. I don't know if they've actually practiced SF at all for this tournament specifically, but I'm 95% sure that they know all of the important strats on this map, so if anything is going to cook them, it would probably be confidence, not strat knowledge. But we will see. Blithe has the typical setup for a soft bump. I'm not really a big fan of... I guess the only time this smuggle would be correct is if it was Andrea drowning. So probably I would say you would want to put that smuggle either in the mansion basement or at Jorge's place. Can we ban soft bump for the funsies? Yeah, that would make things more fun for sure. Clueless. I think if we ban soft bump, like almost every spin would just be done, you know, the quote unquote correct way. It would just be Doc's Peekaboo. And then like the occasional double caves or sub crew start. I'm bad at soft bump. What do you mean you're bad at soft bump? You just bump them. You know? That's it. That's the whole thing. But yeah, 4-2. So if bind a walk button. So your bumps aren't soft. Yeah, I've never heard of that being an issue with people. Maybe it's a controller thing or something. I don't remember if Dutton plays on console. Anyways, if Meekah wins this map, they will win the match. If it's a tie or if Blithe wins, we will go to another hidden RNG map. But for Santa Fortuna, our spin is here. It is Rico Delgado, Feed to the Hippo, everybody's favorite kill condition, as Shaman, everybody's favorite disguise. Jorge Franco drowning as Submarine Crew, and Andrea Martinez No KO Scissors as Chef. So the Rico kill is something that a lot of people don't like, but the other two kills I would say are mega free. So yeah, probably like all of your mental focus is going to be on that Hippo kill. And I mean, it's quite forgiving. Like, I would say you definitely want to go for
Underground cave system with a
um,
This must be what ties the militia and the cartel together, 47.
either getting the Rico kill ASAP and then getting Andrea second cycle, or getting the Andrea kill ASAP and getting Rico second cycle. But I have no idea which one of those two would be faster, but neither of them are particularly execution heavy.
I'll check it out.
And yeah, you are going to want to set this up.
Just heading out to.
I have no idea if Meekah is here early enough to get this first cycle. But I don't know if they would even want it. So basically Rico is going to be killed right by here. And yeah, Meekah does have a remote item. I didn't see them throw a bone in though. But I was also looking at Blithe. Oh, brother. That question mark is not ideal. Okay, we've definitely... Oh, okay, we peekabooed nobody somehow, even though nobody else was on it. Yeah, Meekah did not meaty bone anything. Meekah did sublure? I definitely didn't see that. But in that case, Rico should be running, no? Yeah, there's not really much to talk about. Meekah was waiting on cycles, and Blithe is, I guess, manually going to KO Rico. Only if you manually turn on the machine. Okay. I guess I've never really done sub shot early. Usually the only time I do it is later to pull him. Blithe does have this kill set up now, but I mean, they definitely don't have the Shaman Disguise. Meekah is definitely obviously doing a second cycle Andrea kill. This is the worst possible kill to have. Well, okay. Loud Live or something would be worse, but this is one of the worst possible kills to have to do in this spot because the guards don't fuck off until
Nice work.
you finish the drown prompt. Whereas normally they would leave immediately because you could knock him out or kill him. But it does seem to have gotten away with it. That guard is just going to go sit on the pier. So, and I mean, regardless, it of course doesn't matter if that gets found or not. I don't... Okay, Meekah's just trying to leave through this way. Blithe is... What the hell? Why are we using a loud gunshot? I look over at Blithe, and the first thing I see is them firing a loud SMG. Okay, Meekah is using a throw here to try to get out. I think it would probably be... Please watch that guard. Okay. I think it's probably slightly faster to get Shaman and head over to get Chef in the village. The only problem is you might have to worry about people following you in Shaman, obviously, while you're in the actual public part of the village, which is probably when you're going to be trying to get that Chef disguise. I don't know if Meekah has an item for that, or if that's even the Chef they're going to go for. Blithe? Okay, he did see that. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to need a dart here. And it's not going to be taken from this position, because there's two people here. That's going to get reported to the guard. So now we can trank the guard. And I think the subcrew would be off the hook for that. Yeah. Nope. Okay, never mind. I don't know why he decided to turn around. He wasn't on the hook for it, but for some reason turned back this way. This, again, should be fine. Because that elite guard is the one that comes through here. I don't know what the hell just happened, but it works out in the end, I guess. Meekah did get the shaman. Scissors are very easy in the village. There is a woman on top of that roof. And we are hopefully going to kill Andrea here. Plenty of time on Andrea. I mean, you could even probably chain lure the chef to the box and knock him out and still be fine on time. She doesn't leave till like 8 minutes. We do have a Bleg. So yeah, that is what you would ideally want to get the chef. Looks like we're actually going to buffer on the hippie. I don't know if that's to avoid what I was saying or just because it gets your disguise in a better position, but both of those are valid reasons to do this, so... Blithe at this toilet, it doesn't really matter if the guards follow. I don't think it's even possible for them to see the drown with how they post up, so should be fine either way. Meekah is, like I said, good on time, has till just before 8 minutes, I think, before she leaves the meeting room. She's not even down there yet, of course. Leg here. Yeah, it'd be better to drop it than to throw it, but should be fine either way. Holy audio. Okay, again, I have no idea if that's just me or not. But that is cooked. Yeah, we do have the chef. The scissors are right here in this little barber shop. Yeah, bodies are found, but that's fine. There's a woman that goes to talk through the window that's going to see those, but especially given that the shaman is stashed in a different spot, we're not going to have any issues with getting that disguise back. I guess I don't know where the cook goes to get his clothes back. It might be in the hippie's hut. But I think there's also a box in the room with the cleaver. That door's locked, but maybe he can go in there to get his clothes. Or, like, one of the huts in the fishing village could also be closer, so I think it's pretty unlikely. Is anyone in chat can tell me if Meekah's audio is also stuttering on the stream, or if that's just me? Because if it's coming through, then I'll probably just mute them. Nobody is in chat. That's damn true. It's stuttering. Okay, I'll just mute their audio then, and we'll just use Blithe's. Because that is low-key annoying. But their stream seems to be fine for the most part. We do have the shaman now, so basically the only thing left to do is get to Rico, who should be taking a nap. Yep. I don't, unless it's changed, he didn't at least used to react to things while he was going to the hippo, but he does when he leaves, and the submarine is definitely good, so picked up that gum and ate it. And I don't know about this routing. I thought they were going to plan to go around the right side. I guess that's not particularly amazing. This is probably just better now that I think about it. I have no idea what's going on with Blithe right now. I should look over and we're KOing a dude carrying a briefcase. I guess worried about the shaman being found. I'm assuming that Meekah has them hidden, because I think it should have already been found for them if it wasn't. But yeah, Meekah's good on timing here to come across, and then should just be exiting car with their guard disguise that they left down here. And of course, we'll see that kill come through in just a second. Blithe is, I mean, at this point, late to second cycle Andrea. That's crazy that it's at 10. I thought it was just after 9. But, I mean, it's not really something that you have to worry about very often. Yeah, these guys only enforce you when you're further down for some reason, so they don't care. But, I mean, Blythe would have to do some insane improv to even realistically be able to get Andrea from this position, because I don't think they were planning on that, so... It would probably be getting the shaman kill now. They don't have keys either. That is not good. It would be getting the shaman kill now and then just waiting at the villa for Andrea to come back. But, I mean, Meekah is done. Meekah is done. And that is looking like a 6-2 win to them. And I don't know why it took so long to pass through, but there we go. It is confirmed. I will finalize that match. Let's see. The next map was Miami. What was the last map? I can't even see the final map on my end. Dartmoor. Okay. Fantastic. So I'm glad that wasn't a tie on Paris into a 5-5 score, because Jesus Christ. But yeah. That will do it here for us right now. We will check out... I haven't actually used this scene at all, so hopefully it works. And I think people would have said something if it didn't. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So, where is this match that we just watched? Meekah Blithe, here it is. So yeah, Meekah will advance to play Mr. Mike. That match, I think, just happened. I think that was the one that was happening at the same time as this one. So you guys might have seen some score updates while I was messing with stuff, but yeah, 2 6-2 results there. And then the winner of that match will play the winner of In For Fun versus Skylar. And then let's check out down here. We have Blythe will be playing against Apricot. Those matches do get tied together in terms of who loses. So, you know, the players in each 8th, or is it 16th? No, 8th. Players in each 8th of the bracket are matched against each other in the lower bracket. So, yeah, they will play. Blythe Apricot will play each other, and then the winner of that match will play the loser of 2.2, which looks to be Dane Nomos versus Luke.png. So, I would imagine that some of these deadlines are probably the end of this week. Yeah, round 2 and LB round 1 are this Saturday. So, there will be plenty of matches here in the next couple days as well. What are we still waiting on? Just one match, it looks like. Crescent and Dutton. Is that the match that's later tonight, I would assume? Matches, let's check. Okay, that was cute. Yeah, Crescent Duttykins. What a cute name. Will be casted by Joths in 2 hours and 2 minutes, starting with Marrakesh and Miami. And that will be the last player in the last match to play in WB round 1. So, so far nobody has been eliminated yet, but we will start to see some of that in the next couple of days here, leading up to Saturday. Yeah, I guess the same number of matches as the ones that we've had in the last 3 days, but now there's hopefully going to be a bit more staggering this time, but maybe every single match will be on Friday, or Saturday, I mean. Anyways, Graryhausen and TK the Reaper are the next closest matches. Those are not till Friday, so currently we have no matches for tomorrow, but there's plenty to be scheduled at the moment. And yeah, Friday is Halloween, so hopefully those plans don't cause too many issues with scheduling, but I mean, it would be pretty understandable if they did. You're not going to get insta forfeited for missing one deadline. So either way, that will do it for us today. Congratulations to Meekah, and good luck to Blythe in their LB run. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I think all of the matches are done by now, because there was just like one map left. Or yeah, that was just a 6-0 and that Ducker match. So yeah, everything's done. So I'm just going to head off. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys tomorrow or Friday. Goodbye.